25 years ago last week, a killer gunned down APD officer John Carrillo, devastating his tight-knit family. All this time later, his brother, who is now a retired APD officer, still relives what happened to John on a regular basis. And he does that deliberately to help save other cops' lives. Here's News 13's Nancy Laughlin.
I had the best time of my life doing the stuff I did with this department. The worst thing that ever happened to me was this thing, okay? This is the absolute worst thing that ever happened to me. And it didn't happen to me. It happened to my brother.
His brother, John Carrillo, was a fellow APD officer, killed in the line of duty February 22, 1987. You might think George Carrillo would never want to revisit that funeral, that horrible night, those pictures of the scene. But every year he does, and every year he takes APD cadets right along with him.
There's so many links in here that were broken that if those links had stayed intact, you know, this may not have happened.
That February night, Officer John Carrillo, a 6-year veteran, and his rookie partner John Messimer went to a home in the far northeast Heights for a domestic violence call.
Yes, I have a lady on the line. Ma'am, someone's beating her up. Ma'am? Yeah. This is the police. Can I help you?
This is a reenactment from a TV show of that night. At first, Sandia Labs physicist Meryl Chamberlain invited officers in, saying there was no one else home. They searched the house looking for the woman. Then John Carrillo got a call from dispatch. Chamberlain could hear it too. That's when both officers knew the woman, a prostitute, had already left. Meryl Chamberlain knew the cops were onto him.
Watch the personality change here now.
Chamberlain grabbed a briefcase with a gun in it and headed into a bathroom. Officer Messimer tried to stop him. John Carrillo went around the corner. He was about 6 feet from Chamberlain.
44283, officer down!
Chamberlain opened fire, hitting Carrillo in the chest, a fatal shot. Messimer dragged his partner out of the line of fire while returning fire at Chamberlain, who was still shooting at both of them. All of this was recorded on Carrillo's audio bell tape. The cadets hear it all, but John's father has never heard the shootout and never wants to, so the family asked us not to air that part.
Father, son, brother,
George Carrillo also has cadets watch video of his brother's funeral. They talk about what went right and what went wrong that night 25 years ago.
The reason that we do this, folks, is because we can't afford to have this happen again.
Nancy Laughlin, KRQE, News 13.
John Carrillo's son was a toddler when his father was killed. He is now a 26-year-old law student. As for his father's killer, Meryl Chamberlain, he is serving a life sentence.